Before I begin, I need to make several things clear. This video represents my personal analysis and opinion, based on law enforcement training, experience, publicly available information, and legal principles. It is not an official statement on behalf of any agency, department, or government entity. Nothing in this video is intended to encourage violence, promote harassment, advocate unlawful behavior, or prejudge the outcome of any legal proceeding. This discussion is analytical, educational, and commentary-based, focusing on actions, decisions, and consequences, not personal attacks. I recognize that a person died and that loss of life is tragic. Acknowledging tragedy does not require ignoring responsibility, facts, or lawful use of force standards. Law enforcement decisions are judged by objective reasonableness at the moment, not hindsight, edited clips, or political pressure. With that said, this analysis will be direct, unfiltered, and grounded in law enforcement and legal reality. The Renee Good shooting. A law enforcement, legal, and citizen perspective. Law enforcement perspective. From a law enforcement perspective, ICE agents were lawfully present in the area with a valid federal law enforcement objective. They had the right and the duty to be there. They had the right and the duty to commit to their mission. They had the right and the duty to engage with, identify, detain, and arrest individuals who interfered with or obstructed their lawful duties. What occurred was not peaceful observation. ICE agents were being watched, followed, harassed, distracted, and interfered with by an unofficial, self-identified, organized group of US citizens who decided they had the authority to spy on, disrupt, and hinder federal agents. One of those individuals was Renee Good. Renee had no legal authorization to monitor ICE agents, no legal authorization to control traffic, no legal authorization to hinder law enforcement, no legal authorization to warn enforcement targets. Her conduct jeopardized the law enforcement objective, put ICE agents at risk of injury or death, and put the public, including herself, uninvolved citizens, children, and even pets at risk. Renee was observed on multiple cameras, cell phone and residential, for an extended period of time engaging in terroristic and unlawful behavior that disturbed the peace and hindered federal agents. She began by blocking the flow of traffic, restricting lawful movement and forcing vehicles into oncoming lanes, creating head-on collision risks in an area already limited by law enforcement activity, civilian movement, and weather conditions. She obstructed emergency medical access and limited the ability for people to quickly exit the area if the law enforcement objective escalated. She repeatedly blew her horn loudly and continuously, distracting ICE agents, alarming enforcement targets, disturbing uninvolved residents, and escalating danger. This horn use violated traffic laws and criminal statutes. It divided manpower, disrupted communication, and increased the likelihood of escape attempts or violent confrontation. Despite having probable cause to arrest her for multiple offenses, ICE agents attempted to de-escalate. They warned her to stop. She refused. When officers attempted to arrest her and remove the obstruction, she resisted arrest and attempted to flee, leaving her wife behind and accelerating her vehicle while surrounded by agents on foot. She used a 4,000-pound vehicle as force. Her tires spun aggressively, creating the illusion of slow movement while generating deadly torque and horsepower. She showed no regard for her own safety, no regard for officers, no regard for bystanders, and no regard for her unsecured dog. These actions demonstrate instability and a willingness to risk death to avoid arrest. Experienced law enforcement understand a basic rule. A suicidal person is often a homicidal person. The ICE agent who fired was recording on his phone due to the absence of body cameras caused by exhausted budgets. He repositioned to disengage from Renee's verbally combative wife, believing he was moving to a safer position. Unbeknownst to him, another officer was attempting to arrest Renee as she resisted and accelerated, placing him directly in front of a vehicle being used as a weapon. He was struck. He reacted on training, muscle memory, experience, and policy. Law enforcement training is clear. When a vehicle is used as a deadly weapon against people on foot, the driver may be shot to stop the threat. He fired to incapacitate, not punish, not execute, not retaliate, but to survive. That concept is supported by policy, case law, and expert consensus, even if untrained civilians struggle to understand it. Legal intro and framework. This incident must be understood legally, not emotionally and not politically. Law enforcement officers, including federal agents, are judged by objective reasonableness, training, policy, and facts known at the moment, not hindsight, media narratives, or political outrage. The ICE agent involved had a lawful right to be present, a lawful duty to act, and a lawful right to defend himself. He was working. She came to his job and attacked him. Renee Good caused the beginning, the middle, and the end of this incident. The agent acted in self-defense, in a jurisdiction where state and local authorities had already refused to support or cooperate with federal law enforcement operations. The President, ICE, and the Department of Justice support the officer's actions.